Manchester United, the biggest club in England. A club built on legendary signings like Cristiano Ronaldo, Rio Ferdinand, Wayne Rooney, Roy Keane. But for every world-class signing, there have been absolute disasters. Overpriced flops, players who crumbled under pressure, big names who walked into Old Trafford and instantly became punchlines. Today, we break down the 5 worst signings in Manchester United history. Transfers so bad they make you question, what were they thinking? Number 5, Harry Maguire. He was supposed to be the rock at the back, the next great leader of Manchester United. In 2019, United dropped a world record £80 million. Yes, you heard that right, 80 million, to bring him from Leicester to Old Trafford. Fresh off an incredible World Cup with England and a solid run at Leicester, expectations were sky high. And at first, he delivered. Captain Maguire, leading the back line, strong, dependable, United fans believe. But then, things changed. Slow in transition, struggling under pressure, mistake after mistake. Critics pounced, fans lost faith. Over 170 games in red. Moments of leadership, sure. But the captaincy? Gone. His place in the starting 11? Gone. That £80 million tag became a burden. And despite glimpses of his former self, many now ask, was it all worth it? His massive fee, inconsistent performances, and public scrutiny have led many to label his United stint as underwhelming and borderline a flop, despite his early promise. Number 4, Radamel Falcao. He was a beast, one of the most lethal strikers on the planet. 70 goals in 91 games for Atletico Madrid, Champions League killer, a predator in the box. Europe's top clubs drooled over him, and in 2014, Manchester United made their move. A loan deal from Monaco, but with world-class expectations. Old Trafford buzzed. El Tigre had arrived, but the Tiger had lost his bite. Only 4 goals in 29 appearances. The pace, gone. The confidence, shattered. The injuries, still haunting him. Despite his professionalism and attitude, he just couldn't adapt to the Premier League. United didn't make the move permanent. And just like that, one of football's biggest names faded away in England. When you consider the hype, the wages, the expectations, Falcao's time at United wasn't just disappointing, it was one of the biggest flops in Premier League history. Number 3, Alexis Sanchez. This one still hurts. Alexis Sanchez was supposed to be the final piece, the missing spark to take United back to the top. A swap deal for Henrik Mkhitaryan? A bargain, right? Wrong. Sanchez wasn't just bad. He was a disaster. A £500,000 a week wage drain who delivered 3 league goals in 32 games. Gone was the electric forward from Arsenal. In his place, a shadow of himself. Slow, wasteful. Looked like he forgot how to play football overnight. And, to make it worse, he admitted he wanted to leave after his first training session.
Al final terminé firmando y sin informarme mucho en ese momento lo que pasaba en el interno.
United fans expected a superstar. Instead, they got a man collecting £500,000 a week to walk his dogs. Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, got conned into thinking they were getting a world beater. Instead, they got a washed-up fraud who never wanted to be there in the first place. One of the biggest wage disasters in football history. But somehow, not the worst signing United ever made. Number 2, United needed a superstar, a statement signing. And in the summer of 2014, they broke the British transfer record for one of the most exciting players in the world, Angel Di Maria, a Champions League winner, an assist king, the man who ran the show in Real Madrid's midfield. And then he arrived at United. He started well, a few brilliant performances. That chip against Leicester, pure magic. But then, complete meltdown. Couldn't handle the pressure, couldn't adapt to English football. He lost his place to Ashley Young. His confidence was gone. His effort, non-existent. And by the end of the season, he was forcing a move to PSG. £59.7 million. 1 year, 4 league goals. United got absolutely mugged off. And let's not forget, he couldn't leave fast enough. His wife trashed the city of Manchester. He gave up. No fight, no desire. Di Maria is still adored at PSG. He won major trophies. He was key for Argentina. But at United, he was a coward. But there's still one signing worse than this. Number 1. When Sir Alex Ferguson calls you a fucking great player, expectations are sky high. And when United spent £28 million in 2001, a British record at the time, on Juan Sebastian Veron, he was supposed to be the best midfielder in the world. Except, he wasn't. He was supposed to be a magician, a playmaker who would take United's midfield to the next level. Instead, he looked lost, slow, weak, like a luxury player who had no place in the Premier League. Ferguson defended him, but even he knew Veron was never going to work. After just 2 seasons, he was dumped to Chelsea for half the price. United burned £28 million on a midfielder they never needed. A signing so bad that even Sir Alex, one of the greatest managers to ever do it, couldn't make it work. Veron wasn't just a flop. He was one of the biggest wastes of money in Premier League history. He's still regarded as a legend in Argentina. But in England? A name that makes United fans shake their heads in disappointment. We've gone through the worst of the worst, but we should also acknowledge the honorable mentions. Bebe, signed on the recommendation of Carlos Queiroz. Fergie hadn't even seen him play. Turns out there was a reason for that. Romelu Lukaku, not a terrible player, but United spent £75 million on a striker who couldn't trap a football. Do I need to say more? Memphis Depay, touted as the next Ronaldo, ended up being the next Nani without the success. Paul Pogba, let's be honest, £89 million for 6 years of drama, inconsistency, and dabbing. United got finessed. United have made some of the greatest signings in football history. But when they get it wrong, they get it very wrong. Let's have a quick recap and a laugh. Harry Maguire, a center-back who turns like a truck. Radamel Falcao, who went from a tiger into a pussycat. Alexis Sanchez, the highest-paid bench warmer in history. Angel Di Maria, broken by the Premier League. Juan Sebastian Veron, a generational talent who became a generational flop. But here's the real question. Are these really the worst? What about Anthony? Anderson? United have spent billions trying to buy success, and so many signings have failed. So now it's your turn. Who do you think is the worst signing in United history? Did we miss someone worse? Drop your answer in the comments and let's debate. And if you love football debates, smash that like button and subscribe. Which team should I do next? See you in the next one.